Hey guys, welcome to the another video and the series is in for our QuickBooks. So let's start it. In today's topic, we gonna see a very important topic actually, and that is the sales tax and how you can set up your sales tax into the QuickBooks. So first of all, you need to go onto the left hand panel of your QuickBooks and you can see the taxes there. And in that, if you click here, you will have an option of sales tax. Okay. And it will ask you to set up your sales tax center. Okay. So let's do that. Get started. Okay. So here, the address is already there because it's a sample company. So next. So this is the important thing. So the next point it will ask, the QuickBooks will ask you is about the agency. So the which agency you select, it depends upon the services that you provide, maybe within your state, or it could be another states as well. So now, before starting this, let's understand the concept of sales tax in the United States. So yes, this session is more about the sales tax, and that is only applicable in the US. Okay, so maybe some viewers would be there who would be in the UK or in Canada or in some other country. Then this might be just for your knowledge, could be useful to you, that how the sales tax is getting set up. But for the US market, it is so important. So let us understand the what is the sales tax and how it works basically. So again, you can come on our website in the blog. You can go into the bookkeeping and tax blog. Once you go there, we have this blog here for the US state sales tax guide, and in that we have comprehensively mentioned the entire sales tax, that how historically it started and how it is right now working. So generally the sales tax rates are 2.9 to 7.25%. Now the sales tax is basically applied on, it depends upon the services that you provide into the particular state. So it is not like the seller who is in his state, the rate that would be applicable. Rather, here the sales tax would be applicable based on the product that you sell into another state. So it is a location based tax. So it is absolutely applied on the goods. Okay. However, in some states, there are exceptions where they take also consideration into the services as well. Now, we have already mentioned here all the rates state-wise, that you can just go through that as well. Now, let us understand the nexus of the sales tax. So what is the nexus? So nexus is something is about the business and the place of the delivery or the sales. So let's say the business is situated in the New York, and the New York company is selling into the California. Okay. However, in the California, the company don't have any physical existence, but due to the recent case between the Dakota versus Wayfair, it has been upheld that any services, even if the business don't have a physical existence there, still if the nexus is there, nexus means the interest of the business. Let's say his salesman is there, his warehouse is there, maybe it's maybe sales marketing team is there. So some nexus is there, then also it is regarded as a sales into that particular state, and that state tax will be applicable on that business. And due to this case, entire e-commerce industry has been impacted, and most of the this IT companies, the e-commerce companies, and those are all covered into this Nexus. And that's why it is important to understand the Nexus. It's a very deep subject, so cannot be explained over a one session. Also, it is more technical that even the sales tax practitioner, or maybe the CPAs that you connect with, they will also be not sure of that which state will have the which taxes. So it is more important that for a particular state, if you are selling the your product into that state, then go to the site of that state, or maybe you can connect with the some sales tax expert if you have a complicated sales into different states. Then you can have a third party view, that you don't miss out of the benefits, as well as the the compliances that you need to do. So and the compliances for each state is different. So the New York will have a different the compliances, the California will have the different compliances, the Nevada will have the different compliances. So the each state has a different sales tax compliances, and that we need to understand that how it will affect your business, and which is the better place to sell as well even. So sometimes you feel that okay, this state is not making the sense to sell the product, because it has maybe the higher compliances, or the complexity of the state of that state. So you need to look into that as well. So all in all, you can just go through this blog, which is good to understand the at least the basics of the sales tax. What are the future the changes will come, that will also try to blog post that thing, so that can be useful to the users. So now let's go back into the QuickBooks and let's select here. So this is the sample company, and that's why here they have predefined, they have taken the the states. So let's say the California. So California will have the California Department of State. So here you need to select the agency. Basically, they want the agency name or the state name, right? That so QuickBooks wants to know that let's say you're selling in the 4th state. So for that 4 states, you need to define your agencies, right? So that's what it is asking. So let's say this is add something. Okay, so maybe I'm just selecting the okay. Let's select this. Next. So it is telling me, okay, so the California will have 8% of tax. Allahabad, the AZ state tax would be 7.1%. The Tucson city will have a 2%. If you're okay with it, maybe if you feel that okay, something is wrong with the rates, you can again check down anytime onto the government site. I will give you the link into the description. You can check it out. As well as I think so on the QuickBooks itself, if you go into the sales tax, I will show you ahead. They also give the links there that to check the rates or the compliances for the each state. So each state website link would be there. Okay, so I'm just saving it here. Okay, so it says that all set. So basically, QuickBook is not asking to set up everything. Let's say at the product level, you choose the which sales tax would be applicable, and everything from the zero. So it is simply what it does is that it is just mapping your the states, and through that you can have the rates now coded into your system. So whenever you raise the invoices, you need to just select that particular state or rate into that. Still it is based on the location based the taxes. So whenever you raise the invoice, and if you add the delivery address or your client address, then based on that it will take the tax. So this is more of automated sales tax. Until unless you have, let's say, as I told you, you have multiple states that is being there, then you can add that manually. So view sales tax center, and yes, so now it is asking me for the frequency that for the compliances. So it is asking, you can find this info on your sales tax business registration. If you can't find it, so how often do you file a sales tax? So you can say that, well, whenever you're filing, let's say you're filing monthly, quarterly. Again, you have to check the the on the state site that when your compliances are due, and be up to date of that, so you don't miss on that. So I'm just here selecting the quarterly. Now see here, I have this for the California. So for the California, it is saying that if your billing is more than $1,200, then you can have a filing quarterly, right? So you can see the table here, they have already mentioned. Also, if you want to be sure of that whether the QuickBooks is correct or not, they have given a link here. So if I select, click on the link, and it will open the California State of Department as well as the, okay, so the site is moved. So let's go here. Okay, here it is. File a return and pay. And you can check here the tax and fee rates of the California, as well as the legal compliances and your everything. So here they have already mentioned everything. Okay, also you can go back and see that file and make a payment. So you can actually sign up onto the portal and file the California return as well. So, but that is everything is there in the QuickBooks itself, so I will show that. So yeah, I can choose here, let's say if I have quarterly return, right? So I'm selecting the quarterly. The next agency is asking for the Alabama, and I'm selecting again the quarterly and saving it. So now my sales tax is all set to go, and I can use the code. Basically, these codes will already be in there, and it is also giving me here the option, see the economic nexus. So yes, where do you need to pay the sales tax? So it is asking me, so I'm just based on our answers, it is saying that these are the two states we see there, and the sales transaction. You can see the summary of it basically. Okay. So let's say if you have the multiple states you have sold the item, and you are not sure that whether the tax will be levied or not, then you can come here and check that there is in Hawaii also I sold some product, so I need to go on to Hawaii website and check that whether the sales tax will be applicable or not. And that's the way you can keep track of it. Okay, now, okay, let's see if I'm going for raising the invoice and how it looks like. Okay, I have a client, I'm selecting so here product. So let's say I'm design, and I'm selecting, and if I'm tick mark here the tax, and let's see how the tax is working. Oh no, so sorry. So see here, the tax rate has been calculated here. So it is telling me, you want to see what is it. So the location based, it is saying that based on the location, the rate is in the California state is 6.25%, and that is where they have selected, totaling 9.5% of this total standard rate. So that is there, it is applicable. Now let's say that this is fine, that this is the rate for the California, and which is the standard rate, okay, that it has calculated itself. But for a product basis, let's say if you know that a particular product you are selling into the particular state, then what you can do, you can go into your sales and into the product and services, and you can go into the particular product let's say this pump, and you can select the tax rate. So this is also one of the very tricky thing that you may miss out, because sometimes it happens that certain product have a special rates. Let's say that some product are exempt, some product would be have the special rate of tax, which may not be the standard rate into the particular state. So in that case, you need to go into that and select the particular product or services. So let's say if you are having the agriculture service or agriculture product, let's say this animal food processing or something. So you have all the options there. You can select either of the one which is applicable and just save it. So based on that, it will now have the special rate of tax. So here it is saying this is the animal product and it will have the special rate of tax that you can select for this particular product. So even if you sell that into different state, then this rate would be applicable, right? So this is something you can change, as well as let's say the product is non-taxable into all the states through the US. Then you can go into that product and select here the non-taxable and save it. So it becomes the non-taxable product. Okay. So here you can see it is the non-taxable product. And again, if you feel that after sometimes that you have made a mistake in the rate into the product, then you can always come back here into edit sales tax and again make it to taxable based on the location. So then what the system will do, the QuickBooks will do, it will automatically calculate your rate of tax onto the product based on the location. So anytime you have, let's say if you're selling the product into another state, or if you're not sure, you have just configured for the 3 states, but you have in a way sold the product into the different state that you're not aware, you can always come back and see here the economic nexus button and see let's say if you have sold the product into some other state, then the pop-up will come here, the product details will come here, and the amount, the transaction will come here, and you can set up the agency if you have not set up that agency then. So yeah, that is it guys into this session. Hope you have learned something for it. This is very I would say the technical subject is sales tax. So I think so the one session won't be enough, but still this will give you some kind of overview. Also, once you at least know the basics, that how you can set up the product, how you can set up the sales tax when you set up your chart of accounts or you're starting with your accounts, then this could be very much useful, and you can also guide your accountant that okay, no, we are making some mistake, or at least you're aware of it, that how you can set up the sales tax by yourself. So thank you guys for watching. Again, just before going, 2 things: always subscribe to our channel so we can come out with the good videos, and another one is you can check out our website and also check out our blogs as well, which could be useful to you to have the understanding of any bookkeeping or tax related information that you required. It has always been there, and as well as our product that you can buy on our portal anytime you require. So thanks a lot guys for watching the video. We'll see you in the next.